So you're dreaming of a government job in Odisha, right? You know the stakes are incredibly high. But let's be honest, so is the confusion. It can feel like a total maze. Well, today we're going to cut right through all that noise. We're talking about a smarter, way more direct path to success. So let's dive in. Okay, here's the game plan. First, we're going to tackle this labyrinth of Odisha's exam system. Then, we'll get real about the struggles, the dilemmas that every single aspirant like you faces. After that, we'll introduce a really powerful, centralized solution. We'll unpack its personalized toolkit, all the cool features, and then we'll wrap it all up with a clear 60-day blueprint. This is your action plan for success. All right, let's zoom out and look at the big picture for a second. The public service sector in Odisha, it's absolutely booming. We're talking thousands of new career opportunities popping up. But, and this is a big but, with all that opportunity comes a huge challenge, just trying to figure out this incredibly complex system. Just look at this number, 6,530. Let that sink in. That's the revised number of vacancies for just one exam series, the OSSC, Combined Recruitment Examination, the CRE. This isn't just some small bump, no way. This is a massive signal that there's a huge recruitment drive happening right this very moment. And okay, here's where things start to get complicated. See, recruitment isn't handled by just one single body. Nope, there are three of them. You've got the OPSC handling all the top-tier administrative posts. Then there's the OSSC for staff selection. And finally, the OSSSC, which handles this huge district-level hiring. The kicker? Each one has its own unique exam patterns, its own syllabi. It creates this totally confusing landscape for anyone trying to prepare. So you can see how this fragmented system leads right into the biggest problem for every single candidate, that feeling of being lost, just trying to find a clear path through all the chaos of preparation. You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Eliminate the chaos and confusion. Because for so many people, that's exactly what the preparation journey feels like. The real battle isn't just about hitting the books. It's about trying to find some clarity in all that noise. I mean, think about your own experience. You're probably juggling, 10 different websites just for current affairs. You're taking mock tests that feel completely disconnected from the actual exam. You're studying hard, but without any clear daily plan. And you're trying to piece together these overlapping syllabi from different exams. It's not just inefficient. It's totally draining. It's mentally exhausting. But what if there was a way to finally bring some order to all this chaos? Well, this is the turning point. This is where we introduce a centralized, tech-driven solution. And that solution is PraxisEdu. It's a single, centralized platform designed to sync up every single part of your preparation journey. We're talking your daily study plan, your mock tests, your performance analysis, everything all in one streamlined place. Okay, so now for the fun part. Let's pop the hood and look at the specific tools inside this platform that make it so incredibly effective. Because this isn't just about throwing a bunch of resources at you. It's about giving you the right resources, all personalized just for you. And this right here, this is an absolute game changer. Seriously, forget about those generic one-size-fits-all study plans that don't really fit anyone. With this, you pick your specific target post. Maybe it's revenue inspector, maybe it's Amin, or maybe police constable. And boom, the platform generates a custom roadmap built for that exact role's syllabus and exam pattern. And check this out. It perfectly shows you what I mean. Let's say you're aiming to be a revenue inspector. Your roadmap is going to zero in on the mains exams and that crucial computer skills test. But if you switch your goal to police constable, the whole focus shifts. Now it's about physical test standards and a totally different, more generalist written exam. Your prep is always tailored to your specific goal. Then there's this awesome feature called the daily drill. It's all about building that discipline, day in and day out. Every single day, you get a structured routine. You'll knock out Odisha's specific current affairs, you'll practice with actual past exam questions, and you'll take these little micro tests on key subjects. It's all about building those consistent, daily habits that really pay off in the long run. Okay, let's talk about a problem that I know so many of you face. It's that language barrier, right? You understand a really complex concept, maybe in math, perfectly in Odia, but then you see the exam question and it's in English. How in the world do you bridge that gap? Well, the solution is pretty brilliant, a bilingual learning model. Here's how it works. The platform explains and clarifies all the core concepts in Odia, so you get a really deep, solid understanding. But then, when it's time to practice, all the tests and mock exams are in English. This builds up your exam stamina and makes you comfortable with the language you'll face on exam day. You know, in today's world, smart preparation is all about data. It's not enough to just know your score on a mock test. The real question is, why did you get that score? And that's where this AI-powered dashboard comes in. It gives you these deep psychometric insights into how you're actually performing. This chart is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. The AI is actually analyzing your performance to find that sweet spot, that crucial balance between your speed and your accuracy. So are you flying through questions but making silly mistakes? Or are you getting everything right but you're just too slow? The AI helps you find that perfect balance to really max out your score. Oh, and it gets even better. The insights go way deeper. The AI pinpoints exactly which topics you're strong in and which ones you're weak in. It tracks your accuracy to help you dodge that dreaded 0.33 negative marking. It even shows you how you stack up against the top performers. All of a sudden, every single mock test you take transforms into a personalized roadmap telling you exactly what to focus on next. And this is so important. This whole toolkit is built for every single aspirant in Odisha. It doesn't matter where you live. There are features like a low data mode and offline downloads for your lectures and tests. What does that mean? It means a spotty internet connection is never going to get in the way of your preparation. Okay, so you've got the solution, you've got the tools. Now the big question, how do you put it all into action? Well, this is it. This is your blueprint, a clear, totally achievable path to take you from just being an aspirant to becoming an officer. And your journey kicks off with something called a RUMB. It's a free diagnostic test. And listen, this isn't about getting a high score or stressing out, not at all. It's a completely no-pressure way to figure out your starting point, your baseline. That way, the platform can create a truly personalized roadmap that shows you exactly where to start. And once you have that baseline, the path forward is crystal clear. For the first 15 days, you're just building a rock-solid foundation in core subjects like maths and reasoning. Then, for the next 30 days, it's a deep dive into the specifics, things like Odia grammar and Odisha GK. And that final stretch, days 46 to 60, it's all-out intensive mock tests, and using that AI dashboard to sharpen your exam strategy to perfection. You know, this really brings us to the bigger picture. When you solve this problem of confusion for individual aspirants, you're not just helping one person get a job. This kind of structured, data-driven preparation is actually part of a much larger mission. It's helping to build a more competent, a more effective, and honestly, a more tech-savvy civil service for the whole state of Odisha. So look, the path forward has never been clearer. The opportunity is absolutely massive. The confusion is gone, and you have this powerful toolkit right at your fingertips. So the only real question left is, what's stopping you?